Welcome to the Multicultural Project. I'm Glenna Goswich. Today we have Anne Ladouceur with us, and she's the community producer of Slovak Spectrum. Hi, Anne. Welcome to the show. How are you doing today?
Hi, Glenna. Thank you. I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm doing really well, thank you. So, if I understand correctly, you've been with Slovak Spectrum for quite a long time. Can you tell us a little bit about your history with the show?
Sure. I started with the Slovak Spectrum in the 90s. Initially, I was just helping out as a host or an interviewee or whatever needed to be done. And then about 20 years ago, I became the producer and the editor and the host and whatever needs to get done person, because we're short on volunteers.
So calling you the community producer doesn't really capture all the hats you wear for that show. Are you missing it during COVID? Because we've been so limited in what most people can do. Have you been missing the show?
Not at all. The show has continued without missing a beat, and that's thanks to us being creative as the team that works on the Slovak Spectrum. So I was able to do my own interviews. I was able to do some cooking shows. I was able to do a lot of different things. So our show has been going on without missing one episode since the COVID started.
Well, you're really lucky. Has your role with the show changed during COVID then? Since you've been able to still move forward and you wear so many hats, how has your role has changed, and how has it changed?
Well, my role has changed. I employed my husband as the cameraman now because we can't have anybody at the house. So he's my cameraman, and then I'm the host or the hostess. And so I introduce the program, and sometimes I do my own recording of my bake show, or my husband helps me with that. So yeah, my role has changed quite a bit, because then I also edit my own videos that I make, my own ENGs, and then I submit it to Rogers. So I do the intro, the extra, the ENGs in between. So my role has changed to the point where I'm the chief cook and the bottle washer at the same time.
I don't know if you're a fan of late night TV, but Stephen Colbert had to do things like that. Jimmy Fallon had to do things like that, where their family became their crew. So kudos to you and your husband for making it happen and continue. I think you're our own version of Stephen Colbert. That's very, very impressive. I'm not saying we're there yet, but we're certainly getting closer to getting back to whatever normal means again. And what kind of plans do you have for the show when we do get back to normal? Has your brain kind of been whirling with what you'd like to do when we are back and out of COVID?
Well, usually what happens, our Slovak Spectrum show consists of community events. So we haven't really had any community events. So I'm hoping that once we're out of COVID, that there's going to be tons of community events that we haven't had the opportunity to have. There's been a lot of events at the embassy that we usually attend to. There's been picnics, there's been children's days, there's been so many events that we've had to miss because of COVID. So if we can get back to semi-normal and have some of these events, then that's what a Slovak Spectrum is going to look like.
Sounds wonderful. Okay, so that's looking ahead to the future, looking to the past a little bit, and maybe, before 2020. Can you tell me a little bit about maybe one of your favorite memories from working on Slovak Spectrum?
Well, the favorite memories. I mean, a lot of Slovak Spectrum is very special. One of the things that I really do enjoy is sharing the traditions of the Slovak customs. And we really have a lot of Easter traditions, egg painting, baking special things, cooking special things. So, sharing the traditions of Slovakia to me is very special because I have not really grown up in Slovakia. I left when I was a small girl. So sometimes I do these traditions, but I don't really know why. So it brings me to look up the reasons how these traditions came to be, why they're being done things the way they are. And I discover a lot of really neat things. So I love to share that with the viewers.
That sounds pretty lovely. That's nice that there's something in it for you as well as the community. Thank you so much for your time, Anne. We really appreciate it today. I'm going to try to do this in Slovak too, so ďakujem. And we really appreciate your time.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. This is Glenna Goswich signing off for the Multicultural Project.